Resin. It's messy. You got to use isopropyl alcohol, and you got to wear gloves and a mask and all that stuff. No, but wait a minute though. There's water washable. Creality sent me 2 bottles, water washable, and I printed a whole ton of stuff. I'm going to give you a final review on what I think of the Creality Water Washable Resin. Greetings, Dave here, DCBFX. I want to do a final review of the Creality Water Washable Resin. This was the Flesh, which strange color, strange color. I can see why people want to use it for, you know, dental impressions or something like that, but it's a weird color. It's a very weird color. It's even funkier when you mix it with gray. This resin is good. You know, this is Creality resin. I'm doing it in a Creality printer. So you got to figure, like I said in other videos, you know, you've got someone making the whole widget. They've got their resin and their printers. They know what's going on. This resin has been great. It's good, it's solid, it is, you know, and very easy to work with. I had to sand parts of this down to make this fit because these parts were a little bit off in their initial design. Easy to sand, easy to take care of, you know, and the water washing, fantastic. The amount of IPA I have saved by not having to take these larger prints, because, you know, some of these things, this is a good size print. Like this, even putting it that way, was 2.5 hours, and that's a lot going on. That's a lot of IPA to deal with. So it's pretty good putting it in the water, you know, and they say on the spec sheets you can let it sit in there for up to 20 hours. So you could just knock it off your plate, sit it in water, let it just sit overnight and let it water do its thing. I didn't do that because it didn't really work for my workflow, but you can definitely do that according to the specs. So what I did with this stuff is I would take it off. I got a huge vat just full of hot water that I would use, and I put the gloves and give it a quick rub down. So the first couple times I did that, it worked well enough, so I got it all clear and then let it dry and put it in under the UV lamp, and 10 minutes later pulled out, still kind of sticky. So what I found works easiest, quick little dip in IPA, wash that off, another cure, nice, no longer tacky like that. That's my initial workflow, and that worked well enough. What I found works best now, especially for this is my latest print that I've done. I've talked about this in previous videos. The way that works best for me is, what I've done is I take it off the plate, put it into water, some warm water, get the gloves on, you know, rub it down, get all the extra stuff off, run it under the tap, because I've already taken all of it off, so I'm just now cleaning that little bit of water stuff out, let it dry, throw it into a quick dip of IPA, real quick, and just quick rub again, and then wash, cure, done. No problems whatsoever. That has been perfect for me, and these have come out beautifully. So I don't have any issues with it. I'm leaving fingerprints. It's sticky, it's gross, it's whatever. Nope, not at all, not at all. So water wash, yes, but you still probably, now this is me, maybe people are doing something better than me, but for me, for the amount of things I printed on this, that extra little dip in IPA has done everything. It's done the world to make these things so much better for me. So that's sort of the workflow I've been doing. In the end, is it good resin? Exactly. I have not had a bad print yet. I've not had something went wrong. Anything that's gone wrong, it's been slicer based. It's been not supported enough. It's been this or that and the other thing. It's nothing that to do with the resin. So if Creality, Anycubic's been the name really in a while there for resin printers, so you can understand mind that. So if Creality has this at the same price point as other places, why not? Why not use Creality resin in a Creality printer? Because, as I've said, you've got the company that owns the whole car, I guess. That's the whole widget. I want to thank Creality for sending me this, you know, as a caveat. Creality sent this to me to review, but I'm not paid. I'm helping. So I have no onus to Creality. I think this is a great resin. I've used Elegoo, I've used 3D Rapid resin, I've used other things. I've used Anycubic resin. Yeah, I like this. This works as well as anything I've used. And you can do cool things like Star Trek comms, because you know me, I'm a Trekker. Or even this. This is the different resin. But anyway, can do that. So this is the Creality resin there, and that's just as good as the original one I did on my mono. So spec for spec, yeah, it's a really good resin. I would recommend it to run out and get it because it is good, especially if it's at the same price point, because why not? And the fact is water washable, a little more environmentally friendly. You don't have to worry so much about what do I do with all this used IPA now that I filtered it and everything else. Well, now what do I do? You don't have to worry about it because it's a water wash. You still have to get rid of the bad water you have, but it's a lot easier for environmental companies to take it to recycle that than to deal with having to deal with the junk that comes out of IPA. So that is my review of the Creality Water Wash Resin. Next time I would hope I get different colors. The gray I love, but flesh, it was funky looking. But it doesn't matter because I paint everything I make. Nothing I print just kind of stays on its own. Well, the tire will stay because I'm not going to print it or paint it. I don't need to. It's here for that. But it is a good resin. I would highly recommend it. So that's my video for today. Hope everyone's having a great day. And we'll talk to you all later.